and I'm CCI Lab Enterprise certified. Enterprise, which one recently syllabus has changed, if you know about guys. So earlier it was the routing and switching, but now the name has changed and syllabus also has changed. The name is now Enterprise and Infrastructure. Okay. So I have more than 10 or 10 year of experience in the industry. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I have already worked on the multiple project and automation also. I have already worked for the corporate. So just I'm going to share my experience. What is the use of the automation? Where we can use? What are the tools we can use for the automate your script or anything? So before going to before going to start the syllabus, guys, first we need to understand what is the actual use of the automation, why it is required, and where we can implement. Automation is not a magic, guys. We can't be implement anywhere. Okay. Suppose you are going to assign an IP address on a single device. For that one, you are going to automate your script. So that is not feasible, right? You are going to write the script to assign IP address on a single device. How much time will it take to write a script? It will take around the 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes it can take. So assign an IP address that will take maximum 2 minutes or 3 minutes, right? If you are going to directly assign the IP address on a device. So there, our script, obviously our script will not be feasible, right? So where we can implement the script, that is the question. Where you are working, like the same thing you are going to do, you are going to create a VLAN on those 100 switches. So it's a repeated work. So where repetition is happening, there only we can implement the automation. You are getting my point, guys? We can't be automate each and everywhere. We are work is repeating, there only we can use the automation. Got it? So let's start first. Jose, what is your experience and what is your idea about the automation? Can you just share give your a small introduction? Jose, are you able to hear me?
Yes, good morning, guys. How you doing? My name is Jose Rodriguez, a network engineer, 10 plus years experience, and just with network automation, I have some small experience. So, I've taken on this
So you have
class
some
to.
basic idea about the network automation, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. Manan, are you able to hear me? Manan, are you there?
Yes, I am audible.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah,
Are you working somewhere?
yeah. Recently, I am working in a SSM Infotech Network
Okay,
Solution Limited. I
okay.
have 7 years plus experience as a network engineer, routing, switching, and wireless solutions.
Wireless solution also. So do you have
Yeah.
any basic idea about the automation?
Yeah, basic idea about automation. Yeah, but I'm not coming in programming line.
Don't worry, guys, about I'm just trying to understand what is your experience from where I should start. I will be start from the beginning, but as you know, it's a demo session. So this is the reason just I'm trying to understand what are your experience that you'll be able to understand or not, whatever the things we are going to discuss. So accordingly, I will discuss. That is my purpose. Yeah,
Okay.
Snehal.
Hey, hi, hello everyone. My name is Snehal Chamak and I do have 7.5 years of experience in routing and switching, security, clouds, and wireless, and SDWAN as
Okay.
well. So yeah, so earlier means I know in my graduation stage that I used to work on C, C++, and Java. But Python is completely new for me, and that is why means I want to learn more about this and use it in a handsome way, right, in our networking infrastructure. Yeah, so this is it.
Who is the last one? Vishal. Vishal, are you there? Hello. I guess he's not able to hear us. Are you able to hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, great. So, guys, Python automation means what? Python, as you know, Python is a programming language, right? So, if you know the programming language, then automation is very easy. It's not difficult. Then it will be very easy. If you know the C, C++, Java, any one of the programming language, if you have a, I guess, guys, everyone, for everyone, this is the C language was common, right? In your BTech or BCA or MCA, whatever your graduate means your background is there, but the C language is the common for everyone, right? So if you know the C language, then Python automation is not a big deal. It will not take more than a month to make a perfect, guys. In the Python, make up, you can write the script or you can do anything, whatever the things you are doing manually, that you can do it through the Python automation. Whatever the things you are doing in the day-to-day activity, just let me start. Anyone is there, guys, who has already worked on the device upgrade? Obviously, you have, guys, more than 7 year experience, 10-year experience. So you have already worked on the device upgrade, right? Can anyone tell me what is the process to upgrade a device in a running in a network? You are planning to upgrade a switch. So what should be your step?
Like uploading the image, right? And yeah, taking the configuration backups and all.
Let me write the step first. Okay. First, upload an image. Image, either FTP or TFTP, whatever the figure for you. Right? Second step. What is the second step?
Either we can take the configuration backup or we can directly upgrade the image and reduce the devices to implement the changes, iOS changes.
Configuration backup. Then
And once it is done, we can start applying this new image. Right? We can start the upgradation process.
start the activity. Okay.
Yeah, so once it is
Then
done, we have to reboot the device. And
obviously the activity once will be start the activity, then after that device will reboot, right?
right.
Then after that, once the device will
Then after
reboot
that,
and it will come back,
just validate all the services. Yeah.
validate all the services. How will we validate all the services?
With manual CMD commands, right? That we will type in and then
That is
we
the
will
first
validate
thing.
it.
What is the second thing we do? After that is called pre-backup,
Pre-check process.
pre-check, right? Then after that, after upgrade, what will we do? Again, you'll be take a configuration backup. That is called post-check. And what will we do? You'll be compare to the Notepad++ or anywhere configuration backup and pre-check and post-check will be matched. It's matching or not. If any interface is down or anything is down after the reboot the device, then you have to make it up, right? So how many times you are taking a backup for a single device upgrade?
Twice.
Twice, right? If there you have an 100 device you are planning to upgrade, then this process have to do it how many times? For a single device twice, for 100 device 200 times, right? You are getting the point. So obviously it will take your time. You are getting this point. So you are doing the same thing only. What is the changing now? The device IP is changing. You are taking the doing the same process. Only the device IP will change. Suppose first device IP is 10.0.0.1. Next device IP is 10.0.0.2. So basically you are doing, right? You are doing the same thing again and again, but only the device IP is changed. So this thing we can do it automatically. What we can do, we can prepare a step, and just we need to put the IP address of the devices, okay? And then after that, you just need to run the script. Automatically, what the script will do, automatically will take the backup of all the devices. Suppose 100 devices are there, so it will not take more than 10 minutes. You just need to click on the script, the script will run, and you will get a backup. Suppose I have already prepared an script. I'm just showing you guys. Here, I just want to check the interface IP. So IP interface 3. I just want to check it. I'm just going to run. This is the topology. Let me show you the topology also, guys. This is the topology. These are the 4 devices. I'm just going to run an script. I guess brief spelling is wrong. So we should get an error. No, it's perfect. Are you getting the point, guys? I just run a script. How much time it took, guys, to run the script?
Less than 5 seconds, very quick.
So I got the show IP interface brief for all these devices. Similarly, for these 2 switches, there is 2 switches and 2 routers. So for the switches, I'm just going to run so VLAN brief. Again, the script is running. Test Cisco 1, 2, 3. So for the switches, I will get, obviously for the router, this command will not work. So I'm getting an error because of I have already put the router IP also. So can you see here now? So similarly, we can take a running config and we can store a running config in a specific time. You're getting the point. So basically, if you're talking about in this script, what I'm doing, so here I'm using a parameter that is called network. Means I'm using a library basically. For the network automation, we have some libraries. In the Python, do you know about the library? What are the libraries? Do you have any idea, guys?
Libraries are set of protocols. So you don't need to define them. It's already a set of protocols.
Here it's not a protocol. If you guys have any idea about the C++, we are writing one first line in the program has include conio.h and has include stdio.h. What do you mean by this? Do you have any idea? Hello? We are writing there the has include conio and STDI. Do you have any idea what was this? These are the header files. Header files, under the header file, there was some predefined function. Like if you're talking about the stdio.h, so there we are using the printf, scanf. So these are the predefined function which is already defined into the header file. Similarly, here we have a libraries. In the libraries, we have some classes, we have some predefined function. So we can use those predefined function, those classes in our program. Like netmiko, we will use this one. Telnetlib, netmiko, paramiko, napalm. These are the parameters, these are the libraries we are going to use. You are getting the point. So these are the library. Under this libraries, there is some classes. Under these are the libraries, there are some classes, some function are already defined. So if you want to use netmiko in your program, so first you have to import the netmiko. Just like you can see here, I have already imported the netmiko in my program. This one is the support file, which one I am using. So I am using here the netmiko. So under the netmiko, you can see connect object. We are basically variable we are creating this connect handler. This is a function which is already created into the netmiko. Are you getting the point? This connect handler, this is already created into the netmiko. So I'm just going to use. If I'm not going to call this one, netmiko I'm not going to import, then what will happen? We can't use the connect handler. We'll get an error. If I'm going to remove these lines, connect handler, you can see netmiko. Netmiko is the library which one we have already installed on this. To install there is some command, guys. I will once we'll start the class there, I will show you guys how we can set up a lab. So first we have to install the netmiko. Then after the netmiko, I installed it, and then from the netmiko, I'm importing a class basically. This is a connect handler. So here I'm calling this connect handler. If connect handler, you are not going to line this line, then connect handler will be undefined. You can see here, it should get an error if I'm trying to run. Oh, it has already executed. So I'm getting an error. What we are getting the error, guys? Can you read this error, guys? What error we are getting? Name connect handler that is not defined, right? Because basically it is defined into the where? Netmiko. So we are not importing this one from the netmiko, then we'll get an error. If get pass we are not going to use, then here also we'll get an error. You are getting it, guys? So netmiko, paramiko, telnet lead, these are the libraries basically. What are these? These are the library. Using the telnet lib also we can automate. We can automate with the netmiko. We can automate with the paramiko. We can automate with the nepa. But there is some function different in each library. So we'll discuss step by step which one in Telnet Leap what are the features, in NetMiko what are the features, in Paramiko what are the features, in Napalm what are the features. That features we'll discuss. Okay. So question is first, again I'm coming on this point where you can automate the where you can use the automation, guys. Hello. Are you able to hear me or not, guys? Hello.
Yeah, sir. You are audible.
So you're making this session as a UDP, guys. Just create the session like an TCP. So if it should be interacted class, if you are interacting with me, then it will be a very comfortable for everyone, guys. And I will be understand what you are. I will be able to understand your label, what you are able to understand or not. You are getting the point, guys. Up to this point, again, I'm asking the same question: where we can automate, where the automation can be used.
Anywhere.
Anywhere we can use, but where it should be applicable. In which case, suppose I'm talking about one case, guys, which one it happened in my scenario where I'm working. As you know, guys, after the Corona, everyone is working from the home, right? So we are using the VPN gateway, right? If you are working in a company, if you are working from the home, so what is the first step? How you can work from home? You have to connect with the company VPN gateways, right? So in my company where I'm working, but recently I've already changed my job. So there I was working, there was a 6 VPN gateway. And user can be connect from any one of them. Two gateway was in India, four gateway was in US actually. So user were connecting with the any one of the gateway. So as you know, from the last 6-7 months, 5-6 months in US, recession is going on. Are you aware about this, guys?
Yes, sir. It is audible.
So my company was the US based. So what was happening was the recession was started, means layoff was started. Every day, almost 50, some days 50, some days 10, 100 people was firing from my company. Okay. So once they were firing, so we are getting an email. Suppose ABC at xyz.com. This user has already fired. Please disconnect this user from all the gateways. What should be your step, guys? You got an email. This user need to disconnect from. If he is connected from any one of the gateway, you need to disconnect it. How you can do that?
There should
What
be
should be your answer there?
there should be usually there's an AD group for VPN users, and you can remove that person from there.
No, that will be performed by the AD server, right?
Yes.
As a network engineer, what is your job role? You are getting an email. He is the user and he is not the part of our team. Please check with the. Please disconnect him from the all the gateways if he is connected. So what will be do? You have to log in on each and every devices every day. Means each and every gateway, 6 gateways. Hello.
Yes, correct.
You have to log in on each gateway one by one. and you have to check that user is still connected or not. If he is connected, any one of the gateway, you will be disconnected. But this process you are doing manually. So that means at least you have to log in on 6 gateway and you have to check for that user on every gateway, right? If in a night or in a day, you are getting 100 mail like this. So how many man force will be required, guys? How many person will be required to do it? If 100 mail you are getting in a single day within 8 hours. At least 1 or 2 person will be required to do this thing. Have to log in on each and on the 6 gateways and have to check that user is connected or not and then disconnect him. So for this one also I wrote an script. What was happening, that script was checking on each and every gateway. And if he is connected, so it was disconnected. It was disconnecting automatically. Okay, so just I wrote down an script. So there my work was repeating, right? So if the work is repeating, then you can use the automation. That is my purpose. That is the basically use of the automation. You are getting the point. Okay. Similarly, same thing we are doing, guys. For the F5 also DR activity. That for that one also I wrote that. You know about the DR activity. Anyone has any idea what is the DR activity? Suppose you have a 2 data center. One is prod, production network, another one is the data center. DR. Hello. Another one is the DR. So right now your prod is in application, means production, and this is your backup of the prod basically. If there is some issue with the prod, what should be happen? Your traffic should be automatically shifted on the DR, right?
Yes.
So it was happening. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 moment. Hello. So for the DR activity also, what was happening? The network team was responsible to fail back the traffic to the prod to DR. And once the testing was done, then after that, to fail back the traffic again on the prod. So for that one also, it was taking much more time. Suppose the activity is planned for the 72 hours, so 72 hours the network team should be available there. Okay. For this one also, I automated the things. For the F5, I wrote the automation. That means using the Python automation, what we can do, we can automate the Cisco IOS also. Automation we can use on Cisco IOS. We can use for the ASA firewall also. We can use for the F5 also. Even we can use for the Palo Alto also, guys. But actually, I don't have a Palo Alto background. I don't know about the Palo Alto. So what we'll discuss, I will discuss with you all the things. How you can automate, how you can use the automation for your Cisco routing and switching part, for firewall, and for F5. Okay. So for these three technology, I will show you the automation. Are you okay with this? If you know the Palo Alto, guys, so you can use the automation for Palo Alto also. But my background is not there. I don't know about the Palo Alto basically. Okay. Palo Alto, it is a firewall. That's it. I don't know more than this about the Palo Alto. So I'm not going to show you the how we can automate the Palo Alto, how you can use the script into the Palo Alto. But yeah, I will discuss with you. I will show you with the practical how you can use the Palo Alto, how you can use the automation into the Cisco iOS devices, router switches. Doesn't matter it's ISR, ASR, whatever the router or switches are there for ASA, for F5, that we can do. Okay. So what are the syllabus we are going to cover? Again, I'm coming on this, guys. I will start from the Python. I will start with the Python. I will show you how you can write the program, basic small programs, how you can write into the Python. Because of to write the automation script, guys, we need at least these are the topic basically required. So first we have to discuss those things. Python syntax we need to understand, or Python history also you can. Syntax and history. Then variables, operators, input output function, if else statement, loop, string concept is also required, file handle. Basically, these are the topic or required to write any script. If you know about the Python, these are the things you know, then you can write the script. Okay, so I am going to discuss. I will start from here. I will start with the Python automation. In Python automation, once we are going to start, first I will discuss this one. It will take around the 10 hours. 10 hours means around 5 classes. 5 to 7 classes are required for the Python basic. Again, I'm telling Python have a lot of the things, guys. Python software engineer is also using the Python. Network engineer are also using the Python. But we are not going to develop a software or any web application or Windows application. We are not going to develop, right? Using the Python. We are not, our focus is not to become a software engineer. If you want to become a software engineer, then Python syllabus is the different. Then you have to learn a lot of the things. But we are not going to discuss those parts. We just need to understand the basic part about the Pythons. How we can write a script, means basic things we need. Loop, if else statement, variable creation, operator, how many operators are there, how you can use those operators. Basic program we'll discuss. Then after that, we will directly jump on the automation, network automation part. Okay, so these are our syllabus. Which one we are going to cover in the Python automation? Total syllabus will take around the 40 hours, guys. So around 1 month, you can consider it will take 1.5 months. These are the basically syllabus we are going to cover. Install the Python. It's for basic things, print function, variables, type, which one I told you guys. Type conversion, list, type conversion, string to integer, integer to string, how can we convert? That is the type conversion using the inbuilt help function. Basic Python or script, which one I told you. Then after that, it is going to start with the Python automation, this part. Then NetMiko, under the NetMiko also. Then after that, Paramiko is there, Napalm, JSON. Apart from that, this is the syllabus which one is already created. Apart from that, I will cover these are the part. Let me show. This is the module 1, which one we are covering. Module 2. Telnet Leap, Paramico, Netmico, and Nepam. These under these all the sections, these all the lab will do this. Okay, with Paramico also, Telnet Leap also, Nepam also, Netmico also, whatever the things we are doing, these all the things means we are creating a VLAN. So we'll create a VLAN here also. In Paramico also. So these are the libraries which one we are going to use. Then multi-threading is also there. Multi-threading a concept. What is the use of this? Is the totally new concept that I will discuss with you guys. Multi-threading means what? If you are running a script, what the script will do? It will run step by step. Once the first device will complete, then after that it will jump on the second device, right? If normal script you are writing for the to take a backup of the 100 devices. So how the script will work? A script will, especially through the script, what we are doing, guys, we are logging on each and every devices one by one, and we are taking a backup, right? Hello. You can see here, if I'm talking about this my script, this is the script. I'm importing a file. What is the file name? myfile.csv. In that myfile.csv, you can see I have already put down the IP address of these all the devices. Let me open that one also. This is my file.csv. Maybe 1 minute less. This is the IP address of the devices. As per the topology, you can see. What is the device IP? This one is the 10.0.0.100. This one is 20.0.0.100. And I use this IP address 1.1.1 on this router, 1.1.1.2. These are the device IP display. Okay, so I'm importing this file in my script, basically. It's already open. So K is the variable where I'm opening this file. And then after that, this is the host. Host means what? Host is there is 4 line in that file, guys. You can see. In the first line, this is the file. In the fourth line, what it will get the IP address? 10.0.0.100. So host is basically, host means what? 10.0.0.100. And host 1 is the another variable there. I'm keeping this information. This is the host 1. This is the IP address, username, password, device type is the Cisco iOS. This is the complete host 1 information. Then I'm trying to connect with this host 1. And then after that, I'm printing the host I'm printing. And then after that, I'm sending this command. So this is the loop. So again, what is happening? Once it will be finished, again, it will be jump on the second line. So basically what I'm doing, I'm logging step by step on every devices. I'm taking a backup. Sorry. I'm just executing this command on each and every device. Whatever the command you mentioned under the send command. Is it okay? So if there is 100 device and you are going to run an script, so it will do one by one, it will take time there. So multi-threading means what? On the same time, you can start the process for the another device also. For one device, script is running for the For the another device on same time, you can run the script. So it will take your time will be very less. If for the 100 devices is taking 10 to 15 minutes, if you are using the multi-threading, it will be around maximum 2 to 3 minutes, maximum it will take. So that is the purpose of the multi-threading. Multi-threading is basically the multitask you are performing on the same time. You are getting the point. So if you have 100 devices, you are not using the multi-threading, it will take at least for 100. I mean, the 100 devices it take around minimum 15 to 20 minutes it will take to execute the complete test control. But if you are using the multi-threading, it will be executed within 2 or 3 minutes. That is the point. So what is the concept of the multi-threading in Python? That I will discuss. Then after that, I will show you the multi-threading in our automation. Excel, that part, basically that is the Excel thing that I am not going to discuss. You can ignore this part, but up to the multi-threading I will discuss. So these are the complete syllabus that I will discuss. Then multi-threading I will discuss with you. Napalm, NetMiko, Telnetly, Paramiko, and then before that I will discuss with you this all the things. These are the basically the Python basics. So total it will take around the 40 hours. 40 to 45 hours you can consider. 1.5 hour each day class guys. So it will take around 1.5 months because of in a month. I don't know what will be the plan of the class. It will be a weekend or it will be in weekdays. So weekend with 6 hours, 3 hours in a day. That means 6 hours.
So this is a weekend batch, Gaurav from networking.
Okay,
So
so
weekend,
it will take
we decided to go like a 11 to next 2.5 hours or 3 hours.
okay, so it's 6 hours in a week, so it will take around a 6 week guys, 6 to 7 week minimum. And if it is in weekdays, then also it will take around the same days, same time. Because we don't need to discuss about the weekday. Okay. So these are the topic I will discuss. If anyone has any question up to this point, you can ask me. Then I will explain that program, which one I have already written there, guys. That I will explain. If you'll be able to understand.
Actually, hi, Gagandeep this side.
Hi,
I'll be able to. Yes.
Yes,
My requirement is actually I want to learn programming based on Cisco ACI environment like Nexus dashboard. So how I can relate this training with those objects which is we are running in ACI.
Gagandeep, basically doesn't matter for which platform you are going to write the script, right? Your basic concept will always remain same. Python basic that will be always remain same. Doesn't matter you are going to write the automation for ACI or LAN automation, DNAC LAN automation, or you are directly going to implement on the devices. Your basic concept will be same. Only that what will be the change? There will be a predefined function that will be a change.
For example, I need to create 100 EPGs or 100 BDs. Then I need to create the object for same, right, within this Python. And then
Yes.
then I have to use the pandas and recreate the script for the same,
Yes.
right?
If you know the if you know the Python of loop, then loop or means Python basic. If you have idea, then you can implement there. Whatever the script you are going to write, so same thing you can implement there. The basic concept will remain same. Python basic is required for any type of automation.
And usually in ACI we use JSON or XML for scripting.
Gagandeep, I don't know about the ACI, so I can't be discuss about much more about the ACI.
Okay,
As
no
I
problem.
told you, we are going to discuss the script automation, whatever for the you are going to write the automation for the LAN automation or ACI. The basic concept Python basic should be required anywhere. That I know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else, guys? Have any question up to this point? Anyone has any idea about the programming language? Means you are you able to write the basic programming C language or C++? Are you able to do that, guys? Or have you written in your college time any program or anything? Guys, you are BTech pass out, right? BTech, BC or whatever you have done. Josh, Manan, Bisal. Hello. Are you not able to hear me, guys?
You're audible.
Okay, so if you know my concern is that, guys, if you know the programming, basic programming, then it will be very easy for you. Otherwise, I will be start from very beginning. That means from what is the program, how you can write from the first letter in the program, that I will do. Okay, so from the beginning, I will be discussing. It's fine, sir. Gaurav, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
So I guess the syllabus will start in the batch, right? Topic discussion, and we have already discussed what are the things we are
Yeah,
doing.
correct. From next Saturday, 11 a.m., we supposed to start from the day one. Okay.
Day
So
one, yeah.
we
There I
discussed
will be start
about
from basic
the topic
Python.
and the concept, what and the approach which we are supposed to follow for this particular program.
Yeah. From very beginning, I will be start from how it can be right. The first I will cover the Python. Then after that, I will start the Python automation.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.